Tonight isn't a history lesson. It's a post-mortem. This is about what happens after a nation commits mass harm against a targeted group. After the bodies, after the laws, after the smoke clears, the country has to decide what story it's going to live inside. Because race relations don't come from vibes. They come from memory, policy, consequences, and whether the people in power ever admit what they did. Germany and the United States are different countries with different crimes. But they share the same question every society with blood on its hands eventually faces. Do you build a future on truth, or do you build it on denial and call that unity? If you are still here, good, because this part isn't comfortable. It's necessary. Germany's defining atrocity is the Nazi era and the Holocaust. State-driven mass murder, systematic, organized. It wasn't random evil. It was paperwork, policy, propaganda, and normal people trained to stop seeing other humans as human. America's atrocities are layered. Indigenous dispossession, slavery, and the long afterlife of both through Jim Crow, racial terror, redlining, exclusion, and policies that kept the harm profitable long after the violence was supposedly over. Different crimes, same pattern, systems deciding who counts. Now here's where the comparison gets sharp. Germany lost a war. That matters more than people want to admit. Because when you lose, you don't get to control the narrative. You get occupied, you get watched, you get tired, you get forced, at least at first, into confronting what you did. America didn't lose. America won. And when you win, you get to turn atrocities into history. You get to rename theft as expansion. You get to call survival progress. You get to teach the clean version and label the messy version politics. So Germany gets shoved into a question it can't dodge. How do we make sure this never happens again? America gets to dodge that question by asking a different one. How do we move on without losing status? That difference is the beginning of everything. Now I'm not here to pretend Germany is perfect. Germany still has racism. Germany still has far-right movements. Germany still has people who would love to rewrite the past into something softer. But Germany built something America struggles to commit to. A culture where the past is not optional. They institutionalized remembrance. That means the memory isn't trapped in museums and anniversaries. It's built into schools, public spaces, and everyday life. In some German cities, you can walk down a sidewalk and see plaques embedded in the ground marking where victims lived. It's designed to interrupt normal life with a simple message. A person lived here, and the state and society helped erase them. That isn't there to make you feel good. It's there to make it harder to lie. Germany also drew legal lines around glorifying Nazism and around Holocaust denial. That always makes Americans twitch, because we're trained to treat all speech like it's equal. But Germany's logic is simple. Some lies are not harmless opinions. Some lies are weapons. And democracies can be dismantled by organized hate if you treat it like just debate. Germany also had material attempts at repair and compensation, complicated and contested, but still an official posture of harm has consequences and acknowledgement has to show up in real life, not just speeches. So Germany's stance became something like, this happened, it was us, it was evil, and we don't romanticize it. Again, Germany isn't cured, but denial isn't the baseline. Now look at America. America has had real progress. Civil rights victories, museums, memorials, historians, activists, people who risked everything to drag this country forward. But America has a recurring habit. Acknowledge just enough to feel moral, not enough to change the machinery. We can build a museum and still fight over textbooks. We can praise MLK and still ignore the systems he was talking about. We can say slavery was bad while dodging how slavery shaped wealth, housing, policing, education, voting, and everything. And here's the tell. America still argues about whether the truth is divisive. Germany has political conflict too, but it's not usually about whether the Holocaust happened or whether Nazis were misunderstood. In America, we keep debating the basic shape of reality. Was slavery central or incidental? Was genocide policy or an accident? Was segregation a choice or just the times? When a country can't agree on what happened, it can't agree on what repair means. And if you can't agree on repair, you get the illusion of progress while the foundation stays cracked. Here's the cleanest way I can say it. Germany made remembering part of citizenship. America often makes remembering a personal preference. In Germany, forgetting is treated like danger. In America, forgetting is treated like patriotism. So what can America learn? Not copy Germany like we can import a vibe, but we can copy principles. 1. Make truth unavoidable. Put the history in public space, not just classrooms. Make it visible where people live, work, and vote. 2. Teach mechanisms, not fairy tales, not good guys versus bad guys. Teach how propaganda works, how law becomes a weapon, how ordinary people become participants, and how systems create outcomes. 3. Stop pretending symbolism is repair. If harm built generational wealth gaps and unequal access to safety, health, housing, and opportunity, then the response can't be just awareness. Awareness without action is performance. 4. Draw bright moral lines. A democracy shouldn't be neutral about organized dehumanization. The United States has different free speech laws than Germany, but we can stop acting like hate movements are just spicy opinions. Now the harsh truth, never again, isn't a slogan, it's a maintenance program. It's something you do every generation. Because every generation gets tempted by the same lies. It wasn't that bad, it was complicated, it was necessary, it wasn't really us. Germany didn't fix racism, but Germany built a public commitment that says, we remember, we teach, we mark, we restrict glorification, and we don't pretend it was noble. America has done pieces of that, and also spent generations negotiating with the truth like it's an enemy. So here's the question hanging over the United States right now. If Germany can make the memory of its worst crime non-negotiable, why is America still negotiating with its own? And if a country refuses to look at what it did, what exactly is it planning to do next?